My name is Sanjeev Kumar. I am a second year undergraduate student of the Department of Geology and Geophysics, enrolled in its integrated Master of Science course of Applied Geology. I am a boarder of Azad Hall of Residence. I am from Navalgarh, Rajasthan. I am contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2022-2023.
Sanjeev, you mentioned integrated Master of Science. Have you seen your ERP? What is written there?
Sir, in my ERP account, it has been written as integrated MSc, but I don't want to use here the abbreviation in my statement of purpose as well as my introduction.
Sanjeev!
Do you want to waste our time?
Hello. Sanjeev!
We know the full form.
No follow-ups.
No follow. Sanjeev, I was wondering if you're comfortable with Hindi. Can I have your introduction in Hindi as well?
Yes, sure, sir. मेरा नाम संजीव कुमार है. मैं भौमिकी एवं भूभौतिकी विभाग का द्वितीय वर्ष का स्नातक छात्र हूं, जो इसके अनुप्रयुक्त भूविज्ञान प्रणाली में नामांकित है. मैं आजाद छात्रावास का आवासी हूं. मैं नवलगढ़ राजस्थान का रहने वाला हूं. मैं सामाजिक एवं सांस्कृतिक महासचिव प्रौद्योगिकी छात्र जिमखाना भारतीय प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान खड़गपुर के शैक्षणिक सत्र 2022-2023 के लिए चुनाव लड़ रहा हूं.
Sanjeev, can you tell me any two notable alumni from the Department of Geology and Geophysics?
Sure, sir. Sir, the two notable alumni from the Department of Geology and Geophysics are Mr. Rishabh Raj, who is the executive director of JP Morgan, and the second alumni is Mrs. Priyanka Sharma, who is the research geophysicist in Schlumberger.
Sanjeev, can you tell me how many professors are in your department? Sanjeev, can you tell me?
Sir, I didn't get you. Can you please be allowed?
Yeah, I was saying, can you please tell me how many professors are there in your department?
Sir, right now, I'm not aware of the total number of professors, but the professors enrolled in the number of professors in which I am in, my courses are enrolled are total 13 professors.
Sanjeev, can you tell me why did you mention your hometown in your introduction?
One question per panelist.
Sir, I have mentioned my hometown in my introduction because from my hometown I have learned the qualities of leadership and zeal. I belong to Navalgarh, Rajasthan, and I have gained there are many qualities in my personality which I have gained from my hometown.
One last question. Sanjeev, the candidate before you avoided giving introduction in his mother tongue to save everyone's time, but you jumped on the opportunity. Do you want to waste our time here?
So can you please repeat your question?
The candidate before you avoided giving his introduction in his mother tongue to save everyone's time here, but you jumped on that opportunity. Do you want to waste everyone's time here then?
Sir, I don't jump to the opportunity. I just answered what the panelists have asked.
Sanjeev,
So do you
can
think
put
that
forward your
previous
statement
candidate
of
was
purpose
wrong
to
in
the
not
audience.
answering?
Put forward your statement of purpose.
Deviki.
A leader is a person who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. These words perfectly encapsulate what leadership means to me. A general secretary, social and cultural, is expected to be a leader with a charismatic personality who is in charge of coordinating all the social and cultural events within Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, as well as during inter-IIT cultural meet. He is supposed to be an inspiring and motivating force for his team, capable of finding solution when the going gets tough. Throughout my life, I have been put into various managerial positions where I needed to ensure the smooth functioning of the events of different scale, and I have proven my skills for the same. In my first year, I served as an associate member of Rajasthan Cultural Association, where I was given the responsibility of managing several events like Kite Fest, Cultural Night, Seniors Farewell, Freshers Introduction, are to name a few. I, along with my teammates, have given responsibility to publicize the event Kite Fest, and we were successful in bringing the participation of 60 plus entries. When the entire nation was severely affected by the second wave of COVID-19, I, along with the guidance of my seniors and the active support of my batchmates, have started an education drive for the students who were not able to go to school due to the lockdown. In my second year as a core team member of Rajasthan Cultural Association, I, along with my teammates, have organized an event, Khamma Ghani, at Technology Club, and we were successful in increasing the number of guests from the previous edition by 109%. I am also serving as an alumni sub-coordinator at Rajasthan Cultural Association. This post has been introduced for the very first time. Yet, we were successful in bringing the contribution of rupees more than 50,000. I have also shown my skills working as a core organizing team member of Springfest 2022, where I have worked under the facets of publicity and marketing, sponsorship and marketing, and events. Under the facet of publicity and marketing, I, along with two other members, were given the responsibility to publicize the fest, especially in Rajasthan and Gujarat region. During our tenure, the Facebook page of Springfest have achieved a milestone of 2 lakh likes. Under the facet of sponsorship and marketing for the event Prom Night, I, along with two other members, have given the responsibility to bring the local sponsorship from India region. I've demonstrated my negotiation skills and brought 6 local sponsors. During the alumni contribution drive in Uttar Pradesh and Pune region, I, along with 2 co-members, have brought the contribution of rupees 85,000. I built upon my negotiation skills and brought 2 deals for setting up stalls in the arena of Springfest. Under the facet of events, I was responsible for conducting the nationwide prelims in the Jaipur region, and we were successful in increasing the participation by 110%. I was also responsible for the nationwide prelims of the Kolkata region in offline mode, and we were successful in increasing the number of participation by 52%. I have also organized the event English Poetry Slam in the Springfest in online mode with 50 plus participants. I have shown the skills of teamwork, and we have organized multiple events at Netaji Auditorium, which include inauguration ceremony, classical night, Eastern Technology Music Society and Western Technology Music Society production, and Kavi Sammelan, are to name a few. Having managed several events, I have shown my teamwork, leadership, and zeal. I have also developed an enthusiasm toward promotion and motivation of social and cultural events in the diverse Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur community. I have proven myself to be an efficient hard worker and a leader who leads the team. Along with all these extracurricular activities, I have also maintained a competitive cumulative grade point average of 8.57 at the end of my 3 semesters. Keeping all my abilities and caliber in mind, I believe that I am a suitable candidate for the position of General Secretary, Social and Cultural Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur, and I will be able to manage all the responsibilities for the same.
Sanjeev, in your SOP you had mentioned that you had organized an education drive for students. While it's a very good initiative, it aligns with the portfolio of students' welfare. So why don't you contest for the position of student welfare? Why are you here in the SOP for General Secretary, Social and Cultural?
Sir, thanks a lot for considering me for the position of General Secretary, Students' Welfare as well. But I might remind you that I am contesting for the position of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, which includes social as well. And it was the work for the social. It was a social initiative took by me and my batchmates as well as my seniors.
Sanjeev, you mentioned you
Sanjeev,
brought two
Sanjeev,
stalls in the
I have a
arena,
question
but
to
I
ask.
have been a part of Springfest as well, and as far as I know, there were no stalls being brought by you. Also, if you were a part, can you mention the 2 new events which were added in Springfest this year?
Sir, can you repeat your first question? Sir, it was not clear to me.
First question is, there were no stalls being brought by you, as I have been also a part of Springfest. And my second question is, can you mention the 2 new events which were added in Springfest this year with their one-liners?
Sir, you can verify. I can show you the memorandum of understanding of the events of the arena stalls. I have brought the arena stalls of the Sandwich Wala and Wow Wonderlands of Waffles.
Sanjeev, hello, Sanjeev. Hello, Sanjeev. Yeah. So, do you know about MG Ground? I believe you do. So, it was originally used for the Pro Nights, which is conducted by the Springfest. Right now, it is being used by the hockey team inside the institute to play hockey. So, where was the failure and was SF responsible for this? And what is the alternative for SF to conduct the Pro Nights and where it will be conducted?
Sanjeev, you have not answered my second question. What were the 2 new events which were added in Springfest this year?
Sir, the Pro Nights ground, the initiative of Pro Nights ground, which is
Sanjeev, are you taking me for granted?
Sir, please let me answer his question. Sir, the initiative of the Mahatma Gandhi ground was took by the Springfest team, but later it has been allocated to the hockey team by consulting with the administration and all. I will be searching for the new grounds in the Nalanda side from the starting of the tenure if I become the General Secretary, Social and Cultural.
Sanjeev, since you are very evidently ignoring his question, I'll answer it once again. What were the 2 new events added by Springfest this year?
Sir, right now I'm not able to recall the events.
You don't even know the new events added this year.
The time is over. You can put forward your proposals to the audience.
Hello, Sanjeev.
Sanjeev, you can go
Sanjeev,
ahead with your
Sanjeev.
proposals.
As you have clearly mentioned that you have organized English
Time is
Poetry
up,
Slam,
like I am clearly
can you
mentioning
please
that
tell
the
me
time
the
is up.
5 general
Sanjeev, you
rules
go forward with
that
your
are
proposals
mentioned
for the
in
position.
this event?
My proposals for the candidature of position of General Secretary, Social and Cultural are as follows. My first proposal is to conduct a cultural weekend program for all the first-year students of undergraduate, postgraduate and research scholar. And this will be conducted after the 2 weeks of the induction program for the first-year students. Events such as poetry, monologue, instrumentals and solo dancing are planned in this. Since the 2021 admitted batch students have not been yet to campus, so this idea can be further expanded for the second year students for this tenure as well. My second proposal is to include a photo story event in Open IIT. As short filmmaking is the only event under the Film and Photography Cup in the general championship, but it involved rigorous scripting, cinematography, and editing rather than photography, which may not appeal to all the interested students. Students will be more engaged in the social and cultural events that were previously limited owing to lack of events that they were interested in. This will also help the students who are interested in photography but cannot make to relevant societies like technology, filmmaking and production photography society to showcase their talent. My third proposal is to digitalize the booking of the auditoriums. We would have the entire availability of all the auditoriums on the portal. We can download the form from the portal and then proceed directly to the president of the faculty for the approval by mailing them and submitting the form on the portal itself. Based on the response and feasibility in the future, the entire process of booking of the auditorium can be digitalized, making it even more easier for the social and cultural events to be conducted. My fourth proposal is to showcase an after movie after General Championship on the Technology Student Gymkhana website. Several clips from the events will be edited and clubbed to produce a catchy video. This may include the bloopers, outtakes, and all the planning and effort that goes in the event. We can't release the whole performance due to the copyright issues, so the highlights would primarily consist of key moments from the events. Releasing an after movie after the conduction of General Championship will also encourage the other peoples to participate for the same.
Sanjeev,
in your
I
third
have a question regarding your second proposal. Can you please
Sanjeev.
tell me why do you want to add this event and what will be the judging criteria for the same?
Sir, I want to add the event in the open IIT. My main motive is to add the event in the General Championship, but it should be conducted in the open IITs first. So I want to add in the open IIT because this event is being conducted in inter-IIT cultural meet and the students of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur should be able to practice for the same.
Sanjeev, in your final proposal, fourth proposal, I see that you wish to add bloopers to the video. Can you explain this? It seems pretty evident that your mockery of a team put in hours of hard work just because some final day mishaps. Is it what you are stating over here in front of the entire general body of the campus?
No, sir, I didn't mean to say that.
Sanjeev.
But, no, sir, I didn't mean to say that. But we can include after the results have been declared of the events, we can include the process of making the event successful by adding the bloopers, which we can take from the participating teams as well.
Sanjeev, my question is from your proposal number 1. You talk about mental health. Do you think one event in a year, which is aimed only at first years, will be enough and will solve the issue?
Can you please be a bit loud? I'm not able to hear them.
I'm really loud, first of all. Second thing, my question is from your proposal number 1, cultural weekend. And my question is, you talk about mental health. Do you think one event a year aimed only at first years would solve this issue?
No, I have added this event to give the exposure to the students who
I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Please speak louder.
I have added this event so that the students who come to Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur for the first year can explore in the domains and work accordingly.
Sanjeev,
Hey,
the third proposal, you mentioned that about establishment section.
Don't you think it is
So can you
impossible for the
who is the deputy registrar?
Can you please be a bit loud? Can you please be a bit loud?
This is regarding your first proposal, cultural weekend. So, don't you think it's impossible for the societies to coordinate as they would be busy taking their own selections and who will be conducting such events?
Sir, the societies are also conducting the events, but all of the students can't go at one time to the society's events. I want to include most of the society's events in the only one event where everybody can come together at one time and showcase their talent as well.
Sanjeev, You in third proposal, you mentioned about establishment section.
Just a second.
So, can you tell us
Nilesh,
who is the
Just a second.
deputy registrar and the assistant registrar of?
Just a second. I request the crowd to be like I request crowd to give the candidate to opportunity to speak. If this is the way, like we can stop it earlier.
Sanjeev, regarding third proposal, who will constantly update the...
Shubham, just a while. Janta, like again we are saying, or else we'll stop the process here itself. Nilesh, you go ahead with your question.
So, you mentioned the third proposal about establishment section. So, can you tell us who is the deputy registrar and the assistant registrar of establishment section?
Sir, the assistant registrar of the establishment section is Professor Professor A.C. Nashak, and I'm not aware about the deputy registrar for the same.
Sanjeev, regarding the same proposal, so have you given any thought to the feasibility of this proposal? Who is going to constantly update the availability of the website? You said multiple trips have to be made to the establishment section, but just making it online, how is the human error or human inefficiency going to be removed?
Sir, can you please elaborate that what kind of human error are you talking about?
So you mentioned in your proposal that multiple trips have to be made to the establishment section for booking of the auditoriums. Now by just making this digital, how are you ensuring that the process is streamlined and this human efficiency is being removed?
Sir, in this proposal, I want to streamline the process as going to multiple times for the establishment section is a bit tedious, and the establishment section people are also working on their computer, and they are maintaining all the details in the calendar. They can do the same in the portal provided on the provided portal as well.
Sanjeev, we understand you want to, but it's not
Some
clear how.
proposals, no follow-up.
Sanjeev, what are the initiatives that you've thought about for PG and RS students?
Can you please be a bit loud?
What are the initiatives that you have intended for? What are the initiatives that you have intended for PG and RS students?
I didn't get you. Can anyone else please?
The mic is not working. This mic is not working. Give your mic and take this and change this. ये change कर लो. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Sanjeev, what are the initiatives that you've intended for PG and RS students? Postgrad and research scholars.
Sir, ma'am, for the postgraduate and research scholar students also, I have the same proposal. In my first proposal, I have proposed that the cultural weekend, which I will be organizing, will be for all the first year undergraduate, postgraduate and research scholar students.
Sanjeev, the time is up. Yeah.